In this screencast, I want to show you a new report put out by the Women's Chamber of Commerce about the failure of contracting officers to use the WOSB, EDWOSB set-asides. I want to tell you about pending legislation that's very important to the program, and I want to encourage you to support this legislation. If I click through here, you'll come to the page of information we have, and I want to show you right away that there's pending legislation, Women's Procurement Program Improvement Act 2012, that was written by Congresswoman Nydia Velasquez, that deals with several of the recommendations that we've made for the program. We encourage you to support this legislation. Just click right here, and you get all the information on how to contact your congressional leaders to support that program. Now, if you come back and scroll down, you will see a link here to our report, and I'm going to open this for you so you can see it. We have this report, Women's Business Set-Aside Program Grievously Underused. After decades of failure to achieve women-owned small business contracting goals, federal agencies are not effectively using the WOSB, EDWOSB set-aside program to achieve contracting goals. I'm going to click through a bit of this here and get to the meat and potatoes. First of all, you'll see here that women own 28.75% of all firms in the U.S., but the federal government has never met incredibly low 5% goal for contracting with women-owned firms. In this year, fiscal year 2012, year to date, they're really averaging or trending at just 3.3%. It is just ridiculous. Now, this shows you federal contracting over the course of the last few years. See the large upswing in gross federal contracting dollars, but look here, women's businesses are at the bottom, and here are the small businesses. So women's businesses barely got any opportunity to grow. And now this is really the total meat and potatoes of this report right here. I'm going to make this nice and big for you. This shows you year to date what has been reported for use of set-asides by contracting officers. 8A, $2 billion. Service-disabled veterans, $770 million. HubZone, $233 million. But look here at the women's programs. Only $504,000 into the EDWOSB set-asides and the $2.2 million into the WOSB. It is just ridiculous. And I want to show you something even more disturbing. They've only used this program with 71 firms this year. There are 32,500 firms flagged in CCR as WOSB eligible and 11,827 flagged as EDWOSB. But we're only able to do set-asides with 71 firms. Why is this happening? Well, we think that there's some urgent changes needed to the program, and that these flaws were really from the original legislation and then also the implementation of the program. I'm going to take you through this real quickly and ask you to support these changes, please. First of all, we need to remove the contract size caps for these programs so that the contracting officers don't have to worry about the contract size. They can just award contracts to women-owned firms. They need to add a sole source option so that contracting officers can reach emerging industries where there are women-owned firms. They have sole source for the 8A program, they have sole source for HubZone, and they have sole source for service-disabled veteran, but they don't have sole source for the women-owned program, and we need to fix this. Let me go back. Sorry, missed that. There. We also need to just totally remove the restriction on NAICS codes available to the program so that all women-owned firms can access this program. Number 4, this is incredibly important. Change certification options to SBA provided or third-party certification. We need to greatly simplify the documentation and the issues contracting officers face when they're attempting to use WOSB and EDWOSB firms. Let me explain this a little further here. For instance, if you are a self-certified firm, the SBA can't even verify whether or not you're eligible, given the way the current legislation, was written. So for a self-certified firm, contracting officers literally have to download and verify all of those documents. And then they are told this: the contracting officer is the one ultimately responsible for ensuring the award is made to an eligible WOSB or EDWOSB. That contracting officer doesn't get the benefit of anyone else already having credentialed that business. So they're taking all the risk and they're taking all the burden to just verify that they have a women-owned firm. We need to fix this, we need to support this legislation, and we need to get all of things in line so that contracting officers can easily use these set-aside programs and reach women-owned firms. Thank you.